You won't believe this, but 90% of homes are energetically sick, and no one even notices. If the entrance to your home is wrong, even luck can't get in. Have you ever felt that strange heaviness when you get home? Like something invisible was already draining your energy before you even turned the key? This is not in your head. This is blocked chi, and you're about to see how it's been quietly sabotaging your life. According to Feng Shui, it all starts in a place you've probably never paid real attention to, your front door. But here's the catch. Mistake number 3, which I'll reveal later in this video, can only be corrected today. If you ignore it, you'll have to wait a whole year for the next energy cycle. And the worst part? It's so simple you probably walked right past it this morning without realizing. Your front door isn't just wood and metal. It's an energy portal, the boundary between abundance and chaos. And if you think this sounds like mysticism, get ready. I'll show you how environmental psychology and Feng Shui explain why you constantly feel drained, broke, or stuck in conflict at home, and what you can change starting right now. Stay with me until the end, because the last mistake on this list is the most powerful and the most ignored. And if you feel a shiver while watching, don't be alarmed. That's CHI moving, like this video now, because even digital energy needs to be activated to work in your favor. Before we go further, drop a comment below telling me what you feel the moment you walk into your home. Relief or exhaustion? Your comment could literally unlock something powerful. If your door can't be seen, not even the universe can find you. Picture this, a dirt road in the countryside. Tall trees, heavy shadows, tangled shrubs. At the end, a house, but you can barely see the entrance. It's hidden, faded, almost as if it didn't want to be found. Now think, if you were luck, opportunity, or love, would you dare to step in? In Feng Shui, the front door is called the mouth of CHI, the point where life energy enters. But if that entrance is blocked, invisible, or neglected, without realizing it, you're making yourself invisible to the world. What does that mean in practice? Constant fatigue. Opportunities that always go to others, never to you. Relationships that feel stuck. Money that seems to stagnate for no reason. Let's get practical. Look at the front of your house or apartment right now. Is your door visible from the street? Or is it hidden behind an oversized fence, buried under overgrown plants, blocked by bikes, random junk, or forgotten boxes, with chipped paint, a loose handle, or poor lighting? Warning, all of this tells the world you're closed off. And worse, it tells your subconscious that you're not ready to receive. In mythology, we see the archetype of the threshold guardian, the figure who guards sacred entrances. The door is a symbol of passage, of rebirth. Every time you walk in or out, you're crossing an energetic threshold. And if that threshold is neglected, guess what kind of energy you're cultivating? Psychologically, this impacts your sense of self-worth. A neglected entryway reinforces subtle feelings of being unimportant, of not deserving more. It's the mirror effect of your home. What you allow in your environment, you allow in your life. Practical task. Do this today. Step outside, walk about 30 feet, and look at your front door as if you were a guest. Write down everything that makes it look neglected. Then comment below. My door needs lighting, paint, plants, a good cleaning. That comment is a symbolic commitment, and it will inspire others to do the same. If you make your door visible, you become visible. But if you keep it hidden, your life will keep moving in the shadows. In the next few seconds, I'll reveal the second mistake, and it has to do with the height of your door and how it might literally be shrinking you emotionally every single day without you realizing it. And here's a spoiler. This mistake is so common that even multi-million-dollar homes in places like Beverly Hills or the Hamptons make it. And you don't want to realize it too late. If your door forces you to bow down, you're already apologizing for existing. Think about how you feel when you step through a grand entrance, the soaring ceiling of a cathedral, the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, the quiet majesty of the New York Public Library, the height, the echo of space, the light streaming through. Without even noticing, your body straightens, your chest opens, you take a deep breath and respect the place. It's as if your soul expands. Now, go back to your own home. Does your front door allow that same feeling? Or is it tight, narrow, low, like the world has to shrink just to reach you? As if even good energy has to slip in apologetically? According to classical Feng Shui, the height of your front door determines the greatness of the energy you allow into your life. Low doors, heavy frames, cramped passages, or entrances overloaded with clutter send out an invisible message. Inside here, everything is small, even the dreams. And this symbolism isn't just aesthetic. It directly affects your psychology. You start getting used to compression, to shrinking your ideas, your desires, to lowering your tone, to accepting less than you deserve. A tall door, on the other hand, elevates the vibrational field of the home. It's a visual call to expansion, to growth, to the courage to take up space physically, emotionally, spiritually. From a neurological perspective, environments that suggest physical compression affect the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain tied to decision-making, planning, and self-esteem. It's subtle, but real, and it happens every day. Remember the archetype of the queen or the king. They never walk through low doors. They demand the entrance be raised because they know where the entrance is too small, power cannot pass through. Interactive task. Today, take a picture of your door and ask yourself, does it feel inviting? Or does it say, get in quick and don't bother me? Post in the comments, my door says Rosea. That simple phrase can spark a deep awareness. One more warning. If your doorway frame is lower than the average height of your head, it might be symbolically cutting off your full expression in the world. Don't underestimate this detail. Small doors, small lives. Create space, or the universe will keep knocking elsewhere. In the next few seconds, I'll reveal mistake number 3, the only one you can fix today, or else wait a full year for the next energy cycle. It's the most ignored mistake, and the one that sabotages abundance the most. And if you think it doesn't apply to you, that's exactly why you need to see it. If the very first step you take into your home lands on dirt, your energy is already contaminated. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine walking into a sacred space. The path is clean. The floor is swept. No dead leaves, no trash, no forgotten clutter. You feel respect, order, presence. Now, picture your own front entryway. What's there right now? Old sneakers tossed aside, a worn-out doormat, paint cans, grocery bags, random tools, dust piling up, or worse, mildew, dark stains, and that smell of neglect? This is the mistake that can only be corrected today. Why? Because today is the only moment Chai is passing through your door. Tomorrow, it will pass again. But if it finds the same obstacle, it will move around. And if it has to move around for 3, 5, 10 days, it simply stops trying. This isn't mysticism, it's symbolism. And every symbol shapes behavior. In environmental psychology, messy or poorly maintained spaces communicate emotional disorder. Your brain picks up on it. Even if you say, "It's fine," what your mind really hears is, "Nobody cares here. This place isn't worth investing energy in." The real danger? You get used to it. The mind adapts to the mess. And what started as just a little clutter becomes an energetic pattern of neglect. You begin to procrastinate. You put off that call. You delay decisions. You tolerate what you once swore you'd never accept. Today's task is ritual, sacred, non-negotiable. Grab a bucket, warm water, coarse salt, white vinegar, and a clean cloth. Scrub your entryway as if you were preparing it for the most important guest of your life. And in a way, you are, because the one walking through after this cleansing is you, but a lighter you, a more conscious you, a you that's finally ready to receive what's coming. Don't underestimate the power of sweeping the entrance. In many spiritual traditions, from Native American smudging rituals to Appalachian folklore, the broom is an instrument of renewal. It doesn't just clear dirt, it clears stagnation, the dust of the world, the weight of the past. Comment below. Today, I cleansed my entryway. That's not just another comment. It's a symbolic sign to the universe. And you'll be surprised by what happens in the next 72 hours. But pay attention. If you skip today, the energy cycle closes. Sure, you can clean later, but the impact won't be the same. Miss the moment, and you'll wait another year. In the next few seconds, you'll understand why the way you decorate your door might actually be silently sabotaging your life force. And even more shocking, the one object almost everyone hangs at the entrance thinking it's protection, but in reality, it attracts scarcity. Some people hang negativity right on their door thinking they're protecting their home. You've seen it. Doors covered with mirrors, evil eye charms, rusty horseshoes, crossed swords, or those cute little welcome signs that feel friendly, but ring hollow. The truth? Most decorative objects at the entryway do the opposite of what they promise. They don't protect, they block. And here's why. Every symbol is an emotional portal. When you fix something to your doorway, it becomes the symbolic guardian of your space. But here's the problem. If the symbol represents conflict, weapons, broken masks, aggressive imagery, it activates tension. If it represents superstition without clear intention, it creates energetic dissonance. And if you don't even know why you hung it there, worse, it becomes spiritual noise. Yes, this includes that evil eye keychain you grabbed at a flea market or the charm hanging on your rearview mirror, never blessed or activated. If you don't consecrate a symbol, it's just dead weight. And dead weight on your front door equals false protection. Feng Shui teaches less is more. At your entrance, every element should carry clarity, beauty, and vibrational alignment. You want a portal of passage, not a visual minefield. Choose items that bring softness and expansion, plants with rounded leaves, wind chimes with a gentle sound, warm lighting, colors like jade green, deep red, or antique gold but used in balance, and avoid sharp or spiky objects. Colors that feel too cold, pure black, too much metallic gray. Negative phrases, even as a joke, like "a witch lives here" or "enter if you dare." Your subconscious picks that up even if you're laughing. The archetype activated here is the illusory guardian, the one that seems to protect but actually hides the entry. And the real danger? You get used to it. Your eyes adjust and you start believing it's always been this way. Interactive task. Today, take a photo of your door and ask yourself, does everything hanging there still have meaning for you? When was the last time you looked at those objects with awareness? Then share in the comments, "I removed the symbol that was blocking me," and describe what it was. This will spark a powerful conversation. Pay close attention. There's one decorative item, extremely common in American homes, that most people place at the door thinking it attracts good energy. But it actually vibrates scarcity and fear. That will only be revealed in the next section, because it needs to be explained carefully, otherwise it could backfire. So here's my advice. Don't buy or hang anything new on your front door until you see the next part. Choose the wrong symbol now, and the block could get worse. There's something on your door that's telling the universe, "Don't trust me." This is the most subtle mistake of all, because it looks like prudence, but it vibrates scarcity. Most people put this item there out of fear, out of protection. But energetically it says, "I expect the worst. I live on alert. I'm ready for an attack." And the universe replies, "Then let the attack come." That object is a surveillance camera or mirror placed the wrong way. Before you say, "But it's just for security," hear this. In Feng Shui, everything you place at the door sends out an intention. And what the camera says, even unconsciously, is, "I expect the worst from people." This space can be invaded at any time. You enter here under suspicion. The result? You create a field of energetic hypervigilance, which generates chronic anxiety inside the home, a sense of danger even when nothing is wrong, blocked flow in relationships, and the most damaging, a constant vibration of scarcity. And no, this isn't about eliminating security. It's about recalibrating intention. If you need a camera, place it subtly, in a way that blends in. Let it be part of the system, not a symbolic guard at your door. But here's the real villain: outward-facing mirrors on the front door. Many people hang them outside to reflect the bad energy. But without the right guidance, they reflect everything, including the positive CHI. What happens? Every bit of good energy headed your way hits and bounces back. and you wonder why nothing seems to thrive. Mirrors are portals, and portals demand clear intention, alignment, and ritual protection. If you don't know exactly what you're doing, don't use them. It's like playing with fire on top of gasoline. Psychologically, these items reinforce the archetype of a fortress mindset. The person lives on high alert, as if something is about to go wrong at any moment. And that creates hesitation, delays decisions, blocks opportunities, and poisons relationships inside the home. Alignment task for today. Look at your door. Is there a camera or an outward-facing mirror? Ask yourself, is this here out of fear or from a conscious choice? Then comment below, I reprogrammed my entryway. Sharing this step will help others recognize the same mistake. Remember, true security doesn't need to vibrate with suspicion. Real protection begins with clarity of intention, not with symbols of fear. In just a moment, you'll discover the most serious mistake of all. Mistake number 6, the one that cancels out every other correction if left unchecked. And the worst part? It's not outside, it's right inside your home, just past the front door. What you keep there could be draining your energy every single day without you even noticing. The first thing you see when you walk into your home is the mirror of what your life has become. It's not just the door. It's what comes immediately after. The entryway is like the energetic placenta of the home. It's where CHI, vital energy, stabilizes, breathes, and begins to circulate. If that space is contaminated, suffocated, or clogged with stagnant energy, nothing you've done up to this point will work. It's like showering and then putting on the same dirty clothes. The energy may try to enter, but it dies within the first 2 steps. Here's the silent mistake that sabotages millions of homes across America. Turning the entryway into a storage unit. Kicked off sneakers, old umbrellas, grocery bags from last week, piles of jackets, keys, loose change, old masks, a makeshift altar, a cracked mirror, and worst of all, boxes, always boxes. Boxes full of things with no place, things to deal with later, objects with no identity, no story, no function. In Feng Shui, all of this is energetic noise. Noise that blocks the natural flow of energy from moving with ease and direction. Psychologically, it creates a subtle association. My life is always full, messy, piled high with unfinished business. And then you begin to feel it. Pressure the moment you walk in. A low-grade anxiety without explanation. Tired before you've even reached the first room. And an odd resistance to leaving the house, as if the world outside is a burden. But CHI needs space. Space to move, to fill you, to renew itself. If the first space in your home can't breathe, you can't breathe. And that impacts everything. Decisions, communication, prosperity, emotional health. The archetype here is the portal of initiation. In every spiritual tradition, the entrance of a space is the first step of the ritual. And if the beginning of the ritual is disorganized, the entire path becomes contaminated. Task for today: go to your entryway right now. Observe, is what's there adding to you or draining you? Remove everything that doesn't inspire clarity, lightness, or welcome. Leave only one or two elements with clear intention: a living plant, an object that truly represents protection, with real meaning, soft, welcoming lighting, a phrase that uplifts, not distracts. Now comment below, "My entryway finally breathes." That phrase carries enormous energetic weight. You're telling the universe, "I'm ready to receive with lightness and presence." And remember, what's at your front door is what's inside of you. In the next video, we'll go even deeper. I'll reveal the forbidden objects hiding inside your home, tucked away in closets, drawers, and shelves, but quietly vibrating guilt, loss, and scarcity, objects that keep your life locked in the same cycle. This next part isn't for everyone. Only keep watching if you're truly ready to change the frequency of your home and of your soul.